You laid out the challenge. I gave you Pandemonium. That is what we're going to talk about in this episode.
I'm kind of like we did give G the power to pick this movie, and I kind of regret it a little bit. But then after watching the movie, I kind of found myself liking it a little bit.
Oh,
Just a
Right?
tiny little bit. And I was like, I kind of get the method to G's madness, why he picks these ridiculous movies. Ridiculous. There's a plug for your show right there.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. The year is 1982, and our buddy G decided to go with Pandemonium. I don't even know how to describe this movie, but it's PG, and PG in the 80s meant absolutely nothing.
it definitely gave me the same vibes as some Police Academy films that we watched, where, you're like, wow, they could get away with this back then. You could make sexual innuendo after sexual innuendo, and it did not matter.
Yeah.
Um, I love the
There's
cast.
actually there's a link there when you go to the cast.
Yes.
Okay, so a lot of the characters are called Mandy, Brandy, Andy, Candy. One of
Yes.
them was actually in Police Academy.
Sandy.
Uh, Sandy was in Police Academy, so there's a reference there. There's a link. So,
Connection. She was in the first two or three, I think, actually. Okay, so first off, I like to do these deep dives. Like, this is what I love about getting surprised by somebody who tells you to watch a movie that you've never seen
Sure.
before. You go on IMDb or whatever you use to search, and you start looking at the different directors, the actors, who do they work with, what do the writers do, and it actually led me to like, okay, Alfred Soul, like, while he didn't do a great job with this movie as a director, goes on to direct another film with Brooke Shields that's like kind of this supernatural horror film
yep.
that I actually kind of want to watch after watching the preview. It's like that's the kind of stuff that I geek out
Mhm.
about when it comes to watching a film like this. The movie is not great, but the actors all go on to do so many great things. Judge Reinhold is in this movie. Like, that guy's like my hero from the 80s. And while
Yep.
he's terrible as Glenn in this, it's, not his fault.
How bad was his hair?
No, yeah.
Yeah, but
Was
he
that
was
the blondest thing you've ever seen in your life?
he could play
Hey,
Ken. He could have played
hey,
Ken in the
hey,
80s.
hey.
Barbie and
Yes.
Ken.
He could
Oh,
have been
wow.
Ken. Aye, he
That would
could
have
have
been
Yeah.
been
good.
Ken.
Yeah. I mean, this movie doesn't it doesn't take itself seriously. So going into it,
Yep.
I really wanted to have a bad opinion of it. And every time something came up and I chuckled, I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny and stupid. And I wanted to hate it really bad, but at the end I was like, okay, I kind of get it.
It's
It was
cute.
slapstick. It was almost like if Airplane married
Yep.
Scream, and this is what came out.
Before we go any further about whether we liked it or not, the basic story of the movie. So I'll start us off. Please, someone take over when I'm running out of words. High school movie where basically there's going to be a cheerleading school happening, and there's been a murder in the past, and then people have been killed at this school. You're going to go here, but you might die.
Yeah.
And we get these people that are in Ganye's behind Ganye, who want to become cheerleaders, and one by one they're killed off by a serial killer.
Hmm.
Basic story out
Yeah.
the way, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Basic, simple, and made sense.
Okay.
Bambi wanted to start her cheerleading clinic, and because she was never a cheerleader, and she wanted to date the captain of the football team, and so she
Yep.
drowned herself in milk and ate cookies in her bathtub because she wanted to
Oh
be
my God.
eat bread, white bread without the crust. I mean, let's go, right?
Right.
That was a
It's
great start to the film. Honestly, like, I was like, I'm in. Like, that scene where she's in front of the locker and she's smelling his jockstrap and she's preaching about how she's going to be a good wasp. If you don't know, that's,
yeah.
white Anglo-Saxon, like, just
Aye.
the milk, bathing in milk, the crust. Like, I was like, oh shit, like, this is kind of
Aye.
clever. Okay, like,
Hmm.
I'm in
Yeah.
it. And then, there's lots of scenes in between that aren't the
But it's
greatest, but it's great
but
stuff.
as Naldo's, but as you said though, it doesn't take itself seriously
Yeah.
immediately.
Right.
So it's not as if it's setting itself up to be this serious movie. You
Mhm.
know where you're at right away.
Mm.
I mean, the milk with the cookies, that death. Someone gets killed by a pom pom. Someone gets killed by a pom pom.
Two
Two
people.
Yeah.
people killed by a pom
Two
pom.
people get killed by a pom pom.
No, I don't think they do.
No, it didn't happen. Exploding pom poms happened. That was
Okay.
literally a snapshot of the paper when they were kind of going from the 60s to the 80s, where, it's like
Yeah.
headline after headline, cheerleader, cheerleader death,
Sure.
cheerleader death. So
But
funny.
I think what G said makes sense because somebody wrote these jokes and there's so many clever, cringy one-liners, but some of them really do hit. And when those hit, you're like, oh, that's
Yeah.
funny. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
stupid. Oh, I'm kind of in this. Oh my gosh, I'm in this. Well, who's the killer? I'm
Hmm.
interested. It's holding
Hmm.
my attention. And so
Yep.
it's kind of like, oh, okay, somebody wrote this and the jokes sometimes hit, sometimes they don't. But it kind of works in a really weird, stupid way.
Yeah. As you said, it's ridiculous. It's
It's Scary
absurd.
Movie before Scary Movie.
Yeah,
That's it. That's
yes.
it. I mean, the biggest comparison that I get is Class Reunion, which
Hmm.
came out the same year, 1982. It's that sort of horror comedy.
Sandy, where you been? It's past curfew.
Okay, question. Favorite moment of the movie, comedy style. What was the biggest laugh for each of you?
Can
Oh,
I go? Can I go on this one?
please,
I'm going
please.
straight to it.
When Carol Kane says, I'm going to sleep with truck drivers and get crabs, I started.
She just goes demonic. Why does she go just out of nowhere and her eyes go red and she's got laser beams coming out of them? And is that the bit where she shouts, Mama, stop? Mama,
Yeah, yeah,
stop!
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
She
When,
lifts
yeah.
up Eileen Brennan, who's
Oh my
And she just
a
leaves her
gosh.
there.
genius. Yeah. Just leaves her
She
up
just,
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
can you?
highlight for me was Sandy here, hitchhiking to cheerleading camp, and she's giving out flyers to her. She's giving out basically interviews for who's going to take her on this ride. She
Yep.
arrives at the school in the presidential limo, and Reagan tries to hand her some jelly beans, and she says, "No, Nancy may do it for jelly beans, but I don't." I died. I mean, this is 1982. Reagan is in office. This is the sitting president at the time,
Yeah.
and you're making jokes about sexual favors that Nancy Reagan, his wife, hands out. The first lady, like that is clutch. Like I almost spit my cereal out. I full disclosure watched this on a Saturday morning like it was a cartoon, and it was perfect.
Good, good. Um, do you remember when Godzilla is the air steward,
Air Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Air
Wow.
Tokyo? Talk about the cast.
Oh, I mean,
Mark
come
McClure,
on.
Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen. Yes. Yeah.
Point at
From
him.
Superman, right?
It's Jimmy Olsen
Jimmy
right
Olsen,
there.
Yeah.
Superman.
Judge
Yeah.
frickin' Reinhold. Like,
Yeah.
Look at that hair.
ah,
I
so
think it
so
worked because
handsome.
everybody was so over the top. And it just,
Yep.
you knew that they were over the top. So you weren't expecting anything serious. Everybody
Mhm.
was so over the top, from the toothpaste girl to Bambi to the two frat guys. I mean,
Toothpaste
heck,
girl.
even Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman, he was funny. I actually like, so
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman was funny in this.
Toothpaste Girl was actually really funny. That's probably my runner-up for joke when her dad's interviewing her as if she's on this pageant, and then she comes downstairs and talks about brushing her teeth and how she can solve world hunger by if hungry people just brush her teeth, because she gets offered food after every time she brushes her teeth, they won't be hungry anymore. And I
Smart.
just Gee, that's a clever written fucking joke. You're sitting
Yeah.
there waiting for a delivery and you're like, where's this going? And then she says that shit and you're like, oh man, give me pageant, dumb
But it's the
answers as a
delivery.
joke. Yes. Yeah.
It's the style. It's the way she's one of those sort of, I don't want to say ditzy, but
Yeah,
she's
Yeah.
you could
very
say
sort
it.
of
Yeah.
bubbly, where she
Yeah.
giggles after
Mhm.
everything that she says.
We'll be right back after this message about hemorrhoids.
No, the scene that I was going to go to was when she's brushing her teeth. Her death scene, spoiler alert, when she's got her soft toys.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Um, she's got her soft toys and she's talking to them, and one is Mr. Toothpaste and the other one's Mr. Tooth Decay.
Yeah.
And then she throws Mr. Tooth Decay away, but then she starts looking for him and she just starts calling him Mr. DK.
Mr. DK, you're not being very nice.
That cracked me up. And it's again, you're saying everybody's over the top. Everybody's on the same level.
Right.
It is mad. It's madness.
Yeah.
From the very start, where you've got the janitor, who is called Pepe,
Oh,
and his mum
Pepe.
is Salt.
Another
Come on,
great,
Salt and
another great
Pepper.
actor. This is Squiggy from
Laverne and
Laverne and
Shirley.
Shirley,
Yeah.
like, and Happy
Right.
Days, and
Mhm.
and he also played the principal in Scary Movie, because that was the
Did he?
joke to Scream, because Scream, the principal was Henry Winkler, who played the Fonz
Oh,
on
right,
Happy
okay.
Days.
Nice.
So in
Wow.
Scary
Look
Movie,
at you. Good
they go
knowledge.
with Squiggy. It's President Squiggy. He's in
Yeah.
this movie too. And the Salt and Pepe, like, come on, that was.
Pepe. I haven't gone pee since. I think this is a little bit of Mel Brooks in it, because that's how Mel Brooks is in his movies. There's cleverness to his jokes,
Mhm.
and they're stupid, right? But like you said, gee, it does have some clever jokes. Salt and pepper. Okay, sure. Let's
So
go.
If you're laughing about it after you've watched it, whether it's because it's uncomfortable or
Yeah.
not that funny, but so stupid it is funny, like it's actually a pretty telling thing for a film. Like you said, watch it again. Like I think some of the things that we loved, you would even love more, or you just find some of these things a little bit more funny because they are so absurd.
Want to see a menu?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what do you want?
There's 100 jokes. Out of the 100 jokes, 20 of them are funny, right?
Yeah.
But when it hits, it hits. That's the thing. Because it's out there. I mean, you've got a talking, not a talking horse, but you've got an officer that's a horse called Bob. At the very beginning, you've got Pee Wee Herman, and if you remember, his name is, I've wrote it down, his name was Driddle.
Johnson. Oh,
And he's
You had
like,
to
I don't
change
like your
it.
name.
Change your name.
It's now Johnson, sir.
It's got the sort of aeroplane deadpan
yeah.
part, coming delivery from that, what is he, a Mountie?
He's a Mountie. He's a Canadian Mountie, which
In Indiana, what?
In
I
Indiana,
didn't
yeah.
get that, but okay, sure.
are they Mounties
was-
in Indiana?
Did he fail to say the name Mountie every single time
Yeah,
he
I
tried?
think,
Or is
I think
that
so.
just
yeah.
me?
Yeah,
That was like
yeah.
his running
Keep
joke.
calling them
Yeah.
like Mountums.
Sergeant Reginald Cooper, the Royal Canadian Mounted Maidens.
Yeah.
It's you might love it, you might not, but you might love it. It's,
I don't know if you'll love it.
that was the worst plug for a movie ever. You might love it. I mean, you might not, but
You knew what you were getting though. That's what was kind of cool about it. You knew right away what you're getting into. So my expectations were low, and they went from here to like here, and that's it. I mean, it did its job. It entertained me. It did its job, and so if a movie entertains me, I'm like, okay, it's fine. It is what it is, right?
what about the serial killer that turns people into pieces of furniture? Have we talked about that?
That's good. That's good.
He
He's very
was
talented.
Very talented. Yeah.
Yes.
Very talented man.
Yeah.
Yes, very talented. I have one of his victims in my den.
Did either of you guys find the movie a little bit confusing at any point? When you've got the serial killer, you've got
No.
the actual killer from the beginning.
No.
Could you just follow it properly? 'Cause
No,
at
you
one
know,
point
you know
was
what?
like,
G?
"Who's the
I
guy
just,
in the
I just saw
car?"
Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning last night, and then I saw this, and this was so easy to watch compared to
Breeze,
that one.
aye, yeah.
It was a breeze. No, not confusing at all. In fact, I found myself trying to guess who the killer was. I was like, I'm into this. I'm like, who is the killer? Is it the mom? Was it what's her name? Carol Kane's mom? Was it the doctor? And so like it would kind of took you for a loop, and it was like, who is this monster or who is the killer? Again, Screams. It gave me Scream vibes. Pee Wee Herman reminded me of Deputy Dewey from Scream.
Paul Rubens is awesome in this. His whole, pulling or push and pull with Bob, being jealous, and why does Bob get to do these things and I don't? Like yelling at Bob to not put the radio on. You can't put the radio on. He's like, it's okay, Bob. You can put the radio on.
Play it if you want, Bob.
What about the love song?
I thought that maybe like once the singing was gonna start, I was like, oh, here we go. But I thought it was kind of cute. I was like, oh, it's like I'm watching a weird Disney movie. Like it kind of works. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
I will answer to.
Again, it's the absurdness where they step out of the shot, and when they come, into the next shot, her hair's completely different. She's got a gown on.
And the beat of her returning to the group of cheerleaders, and she's still in the gown, and they're like, oh, good job.
She's funny. Carol Kane's funny.
oh,
She's great.
love her.
She's really funny.
I have mentioned her before in a previous video. I adore Carol Kane. I've never seen her in a movie where I've not loved what she's doing. She's just, there's a cuteness about her, but there's a hard edge where you wouldn't mess with her. I think she would
Yes.
take you out.
Yeah.
I think she should be quite dangerous.
She's perfect for being the final girl, in this movie, being chased around, because, like you said, there's this like whimsy about her as she's going from scene to scene to scene, where she doesn't even have to say anything, but you're almost giggling along because she's got this energy that's fantastic. This movie reminded me a lot of like what you would do in like a drama class or like an improv class, right? Like you're drawing random stupid shit out of a hat, and 6 people are trying their best to ad lib and make jokes and make this funny. To your point, like nothing is perfect. You're not going to land everything, but when you do get some stuff, you're really making some laughs happen, and it makes that carry that 82 minutes, pretty quick, and makes it fun.
Yeah. I
One
thought
thing
Bambi was
I
going to be
did.
the main character. I really did. I thought Bambi was going to be one of the
Yeah.
main characters, and then she dies. Again, Scream. Here we go. Drew Barrymore dies in the beginning. Oops, sorry. Spoilers, but yeah.
Oh,
30-year-old movie.
Yeah. Yeah, but I really thought Bambi was going to be it. It's like, oh, she's getting this, group of people and they're all going to die and she's going to be the one standing alone.
yeah.
But, she dies in the bathtub with milk
I think
and cookies, which
this
is
being
not a bad
dunked.
way to go.
I enjoyed the exposition, more exposition, even more exposition as she's just talking to the screen.
Yeah. They break
But
the
again,
fourth
that's
wall
what
in
we
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're setting the tone, and that's right at the beginning of the movie. So going into the rest of it, Naldo, as you said, about your standards they're very, very low to begin with. 5 minutes into the movie, you know where you're at.
Yep.
It's only an hour and 20 minutes. That was quite aggressive. It's only an hour and 20 minutes. But I think it's a really it's not a good movie, right? We know this.
Right.
No.
But it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
On that note, I would say let's wrap this bad boy up. Unless
Let's do
you
it.
guys have got anything else you want to say about
think
Pandemonium
I have
from
anything
1982, the masterpiece.
No, I don't have anything else. Do you?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so because you guys are the guest on my show for a change, I still want to keep your tradition of, we'll do a rating out of five.
Yes.
What are we using as the ratings? You guys choose.
Where do we go with? Pieces of furniture, bobs,
But
Skewered cheerleaders.
skewered
skewered
cheerleaders. How many
How many
bobs?
cheerleaders on a kebab out of 5?
Kebab. We got, yeah.
How many cheerleaders on a kebab out of 5? Okay.
Naldo, start us off, man. Start us off strong. I feel like you're probably coming in the lowest, so let's hear it.
I actually found myself chuckling, so it entertained me. This is not a great movie. I know it's not a great movie. You know it's not a great movie, but it did its job. So I'm gonna go with 2 cheerleaders on a kebab. It's a solid 2. Hey, I could have gone 1. I actually found this better than a lot of the Police Academy movies, and that says a lot. So 2 cheerleaders on a kebab or on a stick or whatever it is that we're going. It's
No, kebab's good. Kebab.
yeah, there we go. 2.
Love it. Love it. All right. What's fun about doing this is that I think after you watch it and you're talking about it again, you find that you loved it a little bit more than you did. I think initially I was kind of around the 1.5. Honestly, I was like, this is so disjointed. I did like a lot of the jokes, but I wasn't like loving it. And I think the first half is better than the second half. But all in all, it is a fun time. And in a year like 1982, where you get E.T. and Poltergeist and First Blood and Tootsie and all these great cinemas, you need some stupid, silly shit to also be playing at the cinema. And so I'm with you. I'm 2 cheerleaders on a kebab.
Okay. I was going to go for 2 cheerleaders on a kebab, but I'm going to go for 3 cheerleaders on a kebab because there's 3 of us, and the 3 of us have enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
But don't eat the kebabs, whatever you do.
Oh, good grief. And go brush your
That
teeth.
javelin throw. Oh my God. Go brush your teeth. Yes.
Go brush
Go
your
brush
teeth.
your teeth.